Today on the channel, from the vintage collection, we've got Boba Fett. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for our daily Star Wars unboxing and review. And today we've got the vintage collection, Return of the Jedi, Boba Fett, one of the all-time greats in the Star Wars universe. But remember, for all your Star Wars needs, make sure you hit up Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description below. And like I said, we've got the Return of the Jedi, Boba Fett. I don't know if there's ever been a more popular character in any universe, not just Star Wars, that had such little screen time to begin with. Now, you know, there's changes and all that kind of stuff. He's all over the place. Now I'm back in The Mandalorian. But way back when I was a kid, and maybe a lot of you guys as well, Boba Fett wasn't in the movies very much, but boy, a lot of people, he was captivating a lot of people out there. A lot of people, this was their favorite character. And it always seemed kind of strange to me because nobody really knew the whole history and story. And like I said, it's been flushed out over the years to where we know all about this guy now. We're going to get to know a heck of a lot more about him in the next couple of years with his new TV show on Disney+. But we're going to do it like we normally do it. We're going to take a look at the packaging, talk about it, unbox it, talk about it, and then we're going to do some serious comparisons. As I got a ton of Boba Fett figures we've unboxed on the channel just over the last year. Figure we'll go rapid fire through those and kind of compare them all and talk about them really quick. So stay tuned for that. But here it is. Here he is in the package. Love that blue background. You guys know I'm a sucker for blue packaging over the last few months. Something about it, and then you throw yellow in that background, just pops. Pops on the card. I love it. Boba Fett, a very hard to get one as usual. This was a hard figure to find. I think I came across 2 or 3 of these, never to be seen again. It seems like some of these figures, they come out for about a week, you got one chance, and that's it. But obviously, the Big Bad Toy Stores of the world, you can always pick these guys up if you really need to, and if you really can't find them out at your local store. Vintage card, we love the vintage carding. The black really pops with the frame around it. You got the Return of the Jedi logo up there. That was my favorite as a kid, the Return of the Jedi. But then I did, over time, Empire Strikes Back has become my favorite. And I really like Rogue One a lot, too. And I haven't seen that in a couple of years. I might watch that again here. It is the 5th anniversary for all we know. The back here, I hate the vintage card backs. I think I've said it before. It's probably my least favorite backing. They at least are promoting stuff, but more than half the card is just warnings in different languages. It's just weird that on this they have that, but they don't have this on like some of the Black Series and other figure lines out there. It's just makes the back look pretty god-awful, if you ask me. Is what it is, though. All right, without further ado, let's open this one up. Looks pretty clean to me as far as paint apps and all that fun stuff go. And I always talk about, I always got to mention it, these look so much better on the card, but you guys know me. Oh, losing stuff. See you later. Went the wrong way. That was like a reverse boomerang. That was crazy. How about a little plastic prison? There he is. Looking only like he can look, as Kyle might say. There you go. Let's pop him out. Got it. His blaster, his cannon gun, whatever. I don't know what the technical term for his gun is, but we're pulling it out. And there it is. See you later. Up high. All right, we got the gun. It doesn't break in half. I believe the latest Return of the Jedi Deluxe Edition one, it's on the pegs right now at Targets and Walmarts. I've seen it restocked a few times. It comes with one of these that's sliced in half by a lightsaber. This is whole. Ooh, we get a little soft goods in the vintage collection. That's always a treat. It's always a treat if we get soft goods in the vintage collection. We got vintage. We got his cape, his soft goods cape here. That's pretty cool. I can't remember. I believe the Return of the Jedi one is not soft goods in the Black Series we just recently got. He does have his pipes, hoses, whatever you want to call it, on his arm. These always drive me nuts. I hate these things. They don't give enough slack. If you guys watched that Speeder Biker Black Series Gaming Greats review, one of the biggest hot garbages of all time. I unboxed that on the channel, and of course the hose broke when I moved his arm for some articulation. And I'm worried to do that here a little bit. It moves a little bit, but boy, you got to be careful here. I can see these hoses just cracking and ripping, and then where are you at? Then you're all disappointed, and you're mad, and you're cussing about Boba Fett, and then you're in a bad mood. I like this one, though. I mean, there's a lot to like about him. It's a very familiar character, a very iconic look. We've seen it before. There's not a lot of surprises here. They're not going to reinvent the wheel here. This is what you think of when you think of him back in Return of the Jedi. His backpack is removable. I was a little worried there for a second. And then he comes with, his belt. His belt is movable a little bit. You can't move it around. You can't remove it, though, however. His antenna does not move like it does in the Black Series. I mean, the Black Series has more articulation. It's a bigger figure, all that. We know what we're getting with the Vintage Collection. But the Vintage Collection has a lot of good figures out there. And this is one that a lot of people are going to need out there because we haven't had a Boba Fett, have we, in the Vintage Collection in a while? Maybe we have. For me, this is the first one I've had in a long while. I've Power of the Force and all the other collections of the Star Wars releases over the years. I have a ton of them. We have a ton to still unbox on the channel. I bet you we got 10 Boba Fett figures to unbox over the next year, hopefully, on the channel, if we can get to them all. I do like this one, though. I do like it. So we'll put him right here. Really stand. I still need to get stands for my Star Wars 3 and 3/4 figures. I need to buy a huge, massive bulk supply. I need to look into that. I keep trying to remind myself, and I keep forgetting. But we did mention the Return of the Jedi Deluxe Edition Black Series, and here's that one right here. Got that looking solid. I always like the backpack on this one. It's got that crazy color scheme. It feels like it doesn't fit, but it does fit. And I don't know if that makes sense. It's kind of an oxymoron, but it's just interesting. But we've got this one from the Black Series, of course, like I just said. Probably not going to stand for me right now either. Of course not. Why would it? We got that. Then you got the Empire Strikes Back Edition Black Series, of course. And that one does come with the soft goods cape, very similar to this one, even though the Return doesn't in the other one. I don't know. I can't figure it out sometimes. We got this Empire Strikes Back one. And then you got the Diamond Select one, which is a sleeper. I think a lot of people slept on this and probably regret it. Diamond Select coming out with Star Wars. It came out with Darth Maul and Boba Fett at the same time. I definitely had to pick this one up. I'm still not sure exactly where I'm going to display this. This is a deluxe figure. It's a little bit bigger. It's very similar to Marvel Select and Marvel Legends. You get that kind of same height quality, height size. Would love to see the Marvel Select, Diamond Select figures make some big figures in the Star Wars universe. Give us some of the bigger characters, and we could do some smoke and mirrors like we do with the Marvel Legends. I think that would be a cool possibility down the line. We'll see. And then you got even the, I guess this is, I was going to say Power of the Force Boba Fett, but this, I believe, is the Shadows of the Empire Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. He was packed in that 2-pack in the Shadows of the Empire line. So we've got a lot of representations of Boba Fett on the channel and in toys throughout the years. I mean, we go back, he's got to be one of the most made Star Wars characters. And I always say, he wasn't in the movie that long to get this many characters, but that's what happens. Some of those characters, we say it on the channel all the time, they steal your heart and they never let go. And that's what Boba Fett did to a lot of people out there, including a young Kyle. He wasn't necessarily my favorite, but I definitely liked him, and I respected his work as a bounty hunter, that's for sure. But a lot of options to choose from. This vintage collection, another one, and I'm sure we're going to get another one a year or 2 years from now. They're never going to stop releasing the Boba Fett figures, and we already know, we heard in the Hasbro news results this week, or their YouTube stream, we're getting the Book of Boba Fett figures. We're already going to get that Nomad Boba Fett, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot more to come along with that. But we'll see. We'll see what else comes. I think they've done the original movies to death. I think it's time for some new Boba Fett blood, and that's what we're going to get with his new TV show on Disney+. So there it is. A lot of Boba Fett's going on. A lot. But tell me your favorite. Tell me which ones you buy. Do you have any? Do you have none? Do you have all of them? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to follow me on social media at SirPaul64 on Twitter, _Kyle_Peterson on Instagram, and of course, ProWrestlingTees/Kyle Peterson. Wow, that's a lot to say. But until next time, for my boy Boba Fett, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.